Take your question paper. Take the question paper. Go through the answers. What's the first question asked? Yes. What is the first question? The first question is based on distance formula, isn't it? 1 second. Let me take the question paper. Can you read the first question? Those who are having the question paper, read the first question. Can you read the first question? Those who have the question paper, can you read the first one?
If the distance between a comma minus 2 and 5 comma 1 is 5 units, find the value of a.
Is 5 units. The distance between, one more time, read the point.
A comma minus 2.
A comma minus
2.
2. Okay. Now listen, children. One more thing I want to say is, okay, if this is a 1 mark question. This is a 1 mark question. For 1 mark question, don't write pages and pages. Okay, some of you have done like that. For 1 mark question, 1 or 2 steps is enough. You are writing the steps in detail, and that what happened? You are not able to attempt the questions in the last. Okay, we know this is the distance. Okay, some steps you can reduce. By practicing only, you will understand which all the steps we can reduce. Okay, here, for this question, you are writing half a page. Okay, now here what is given? This distance is 5 units. You can apply this one directly. A minus 5 the whole square plus minus 2 minus 1 the whole square is 25. Is it correct? I'm not writing root of x2 minus x1 because we know that. This one we have learned last year. It's a 1 mark question. So 1 or 2 steps is enough. So apply the distance formula. So a minus 4 the whole square plus minus 3 square is 25. So you will get a square minus 10a plus 25 plus 9 is 25. Is it correct? Then 25, 25 will it get cancelled? So you will get a square minus 10a plus 9 is 0. So when you factorize this, what you will get? Sum is 10 minus 10. So a is 1 or 9. A is 1 or 9. Only this much step only needed. But you are writing it in a neat manner. Okay. But if you use, for 1 mark question, if you spend more time, 5 mark question and all, you will not get ample time for answer. Okay. 1 mark question, 1 or 2 steps. Okay. Read. Can you read the second question? Yes. Can you read the second one?
Find the point on the x-axis which is equidistant from the point 7, 6 and 3, 4.
7, 6 and 3, 4. We want to find a point on x-axis. What we know about the point on x-axis? On x-axis, y coordinate is 0. So you take the point as x, 0. On x-axis, y coordinate is 0. Therefore, what you will get? AP will be same as BP. Is that no? AP will be same as BP. So by applying the distance formula, 7 minus x the whole square plus 6 square. AP x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square is same as PB. X minus 3 the whole square plus 4 square. So when you expand this, 49 minus 14x plus x square plus 36 is equal to x square minus 6x plus 9 plus 16. Both the sides you can cancel x square. Is that no? Now group the terms and find out what is x. Group the terms and write down what is x. After finding x, the question is give the point. I think the answer is 15 by 2, 0. The answer is 15 by 2, 0. Okay, you should write the point. Y coordinate is 0. So in your group this, what you will get? 15 by 2. Is it correct? Here you will get 49 plus minus 14x plus 6x will be 9 plus 16 minus 36 minus 49. So I think negative value you got. will be getting. Okay. So only this much steps only you have to do. The next one, third one asked is find the area of the triangle. Finding the area of the triangle. How to find the area of the triangle? Which formula you have to use? Area of triangle? Half into x1 into y2 minus. Okay, one formula we have learned it or not? In the beginning I gave. Area of the triangle, what is the formula? We did one question. Find the area of the quadrilateral also we did in the beginning. Find the area of the triangle using coordinates. Half into, what is the formula? Can you give the formula, Aparna? Yes? Aparna is there.
Ma'am, half into
X1.
x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2.
Is it okay? That formula you have to apply. And sometimes if you are getting area of the triangle negative, but we should write it as positive because area will be positive. Suppose I am getting area is negative 5 by 2. We should write it as positive 5 by 2. Okay. We are taking only the absolute value. Next one is equation of a line which is parallel to x-axis. What is the answer? Equation of a line parallel to x-axis.
Y is constant.
Is constant. Okay, that constant value no need to mention. I think one of you wrote that as y is equal to 4, y is equal to 2. It is not y is equal to 4, y is equal to 2. If it passes through that point, you can write y is equal to 2. Usually what do we say? Y is constant. Some constant number. Where k is any real number, you can write. Then find the slope of the line passing through the point 3, minus 2 and minus 1, 4. Find the slope. Yes. What is the slope? What is the formula you have to do? Points are given as 3, minus 2 and minus 1, 4. So slope is given by y2 minus y1. 4 minus of minus 2, minus 1, minus 3, isn't it? So it is 6 by minus 4. So it is minus 3 by 2. Then find the equation of the line passing through 2 points. The 2 points are given as 1, 2 and 3, 6. What is the formula you have to use? What is the formula? You name the points as x1, y1. This is x2, y2. So y minus y1 by, so y minus 2 by 6 minus 2 is equal to x minus 1 by 3 minus 1. Okay, so we will get y minus 2 by 4 is equal to x minus 1 by 2. So if you cancel, this one will become 2. You cross multiply it, you will get the equation. Again, the next one, find the distance between the parallel lines. Okay, 3x minus 4y plus 5 is 0, and the next equation is 3x minus 4y plus 7 is 0. So what is the distance between the parallel lines? What is the formula we have learned? Gayatri?
Modulus C1 minus C2 by root of A square plus B square.
By root of A square plus B square. So you will get modulus 5 minus 7 by root of 3 square plus 4 square. It is root 25. So answer is 2 by 5. The next one. Find the inclination of the line with the positive direction of x-axis. What is the inclination? Inclination means what you have to find? You have to find the angle. In order to find the angle, we need slope, isn't it? What is slope? Minus a by b. So slope is 1. So slope is 1 means angle is 45. Tan theta is 45. The ninth one, the slope of the line is 3 by 4. Find the slope of the perpendicular line. What is the answer?
Minus 4 by 3.
For this one also you can write the answer directly. Instead of that, you are writing the steps. That is the thing, children, you are not getting time for maths. Answer to the question. Okay, it's a 1 mark question. So here slope is given. What is the slope of the perpendicular line? Minus 4 by 3 is enough. Next, 10th one. Find the equation of the line having the slope 1 by 2 and x-intercept is 4. Slope is 1 by 2 and x-intercept is 4. Punya, can you give the formula?
Y is equal to m into x minus d.
Y is equal to m into x minus d. Okay. So when you apply that one, you will get the answer. The next one, most of them have done the 11th question. Find the equation of the line passing through the points and perpendicular to the points. Perpendicular to the line through the points. So will you find the slope, isn't it? Initially, we will find the slope of the line. Then we use 1 point form. Okay, find the equation of the line passing through the point minus 3, 5 and passing through the perpendicular to the line joining 2, 5 and minus 3, 6. So first you have to find the slope of this line, isn't it? What is the slope of the line we got? Y2 minus y1 by, it is minus 5, isn't it? Y minus y1 by. So what is the slope of the perpendicular line? It will be 5. So what is the equation you will get? Y minus 5 is equal to 5 into x minus of minus, it will become plus 3. Here the common mistake I got is, this is minus 5. When you take to other side, what you will get? 5x minus y. Is it plus 20 is 0? Many of you wrote this as 10. Okay, some careless mistakes were there in this step. Again, the next one. Using, show that prove that the points are collinear. Okay, very good. Few of them did in a different manner. Okay, I think it is Alvin or something. He solved, okay, he used it first 2 points. He found out the equation of the line. After finding the equation of the line, he substituted that point, third point. Okay, this is another method, children. Okay, you can prove this as collinear in different ways. What is the first way? You can prove area of triangle is 0. Some of you did in that way. Other one is using slope you can prove. What is using slope? Slopes are equal. What about the third method? Third method, Alvin. And I think Alvin, is it Alvin?
Yes, ma'am.
What he did is, using the first 2 points form, he calculated the equation of the line. Then he substituted the third one. That means that, okay, if it is satisfying, what does it mean? The third point also lies on that line. He proved in that way. Okay, very good, Alvin.
Thank you.
Then next one, find the coordinates of the foot of the perpendicular from the point minus 1, 3 to the line. Okay, in this question, calculation will be somewhat little bigger. Okay, in that one, so many careless mistakes, equations, struggling a lot in solving that equations. Okay, find the coordinates of the foot of the perpendicular drawn from the point minus 1, 3. From this point, we are drawing the perpendicular to the line 3x minus 4y minus 16 is 0. So already this equation is given. So what do you have to do? Suppose I name this as P. Suppose P is the foot of the perpendicular. Our aim is to find the foot of the perpendicular. So AP is perpendicular. So what will be slope of AP? What is slope of AP? Okay, slope of this line is minus 3 by minus 4, which is 3 by 4. Slope of AP will be minus 4 by 3. Is that no? Now what is the equation of AP? So the equation of AP is y minus y1 by is equal to m into x minus x1. So you'll get 3y minus 9 is minus 4x minus 4. So when you simplify this, 4x plus 3y minus 5 is 0. Is it correct? This is the second equation. You can check this. These are perpendicular lines. XY coefficient, is it interchanged? Okay, and the sign is, okay, well, sign is changed. Only the constant will vary. Now what you have to do? Solve these 2 equations. Solve these two equations by using elimination method or substitution method. You will get 1 point. That is the foot of the perpendicular. Is it okay? Is it clear, children? Is it okay? Do the correction because this question are all important. Foot of the perpendicular. Right bisector. Yesterday we did one question. Right bisector. That type of questions are all important. Which all the questions I am giving as important, do it. Again, actually. Okay, do the correction. Okay, next time. Okay, for the next exam, now itself you start work. That's the thing needed. Okay, so now let's again start with probability. Okay, in the last class we are discussing probability. We learned some types of events. Can you list out the different types of events we learned? What are the different types of events we learned?
Impossible event,
Possible event,
sure event,
event,
event, compound.
simple event, compound event. Simple event and compound event. Then one more, very important one. Next year also we will use this word again and again. Mutually exclusive events, mutually exhaustive events. What is under mutually exclusive? Mutually exclusive means
Intersection is empty.
empty, and mutually exhaustive, union is the whole set. Union is whole set. Okay. Now write the question. Write the question. Okay. Two dice are thrown. Two dice are thrown. Capital A, B, C are as follows. Capital A, B, C are as follows. Capital A, B, C are as follows. Capital A, getting even number on the first die. Getting even number on the first die. B, getting odd number. Getting odd number on the first die. Getting odd number on the first die. C, sum of the numbers on the dice. Okay, sum of the numbers on the dice is less than or equal to 5. A is given as even number on the first die. B, odd number on the first die. C, sum of the numbers is less than or equal to 5. Describe the events. Describe the events. First one, A dash. Second one, not B. Okay, you should know all these notations, symbols. That's what I'm giving this question. A, not B. A or B. A or B. Fourth one, A and B. Fifth one, A but not C. A but not C. Then sixth one, A or C. B or C. B or C. Seventh one, B and C. Eighth one, A intersection B dash intersection C dash. A intersection B dash intersection C dash. Okay, now, okay, it is not over. Along with this, one more part is asked. Now, answer these questions. Answer these questions. Whether A and B are mutually exclusive. Whether A and B are mutually exclusive. Whether A and B are mutually exhaustive. Mutually exclusive, mutually exhaustive. Is A equal to B dash? You have to answer all these questions. Is it equal? Is it? Okay. The next one, next part. Okay, the same question. Question is not over. Okay. Is A and C mutually exclusive? The A and C mutually exclusive. Is A and B dash A and B dash are mutually exclusive? Is A dash, B dash, C are mutually exclusive and exhaustive? Mutually exclusive and exhaustive. Mhm. Yes. Can you try this, children? Read the question once again. Okay, I'll read it. Two dice are thrown. When two dice are thrown, how many outcomes you will get? When two dice are thrown, how many outcomes are there?
36.
36. Okay, you draw the table. Okay, I hope you will not be able to complete this question within this period. You do this one. Okay, Michael? Okay, draw the table. Okay, 1, 1, 1, 2, like that. You draw the table. From there, the next question, answer that remaining. A is getting an even number on the first die. So you select those numbers and write. And what about B? Getting an odd number on the first die. Then C, sum of the numbers on the die is less than or equal to 5. So in which cases can you answer that one? In which cases and all you will get sum is less than or equal to 5? When you draw the table, from the table you can easily give the answer. After finding A, B and C, we can answer the remaining thing. What is A dash?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, two dice are thrown or three dice?
Dice. Two dice. Is it three dice, Atul?
2, ma'am.
Two, two. Okay. Okay. Change it as two dice. It is not three. Michael, what is the answer? Did you write the event A? The table, is it ready? Do it. First you draw the table. From the table, you pick and write all the elements. First element with odd, first element with even. Sum is less than or equal to 5. Sum is less than or equal to 5. So what are the elements you will get in A? Even number on the first die. So you will, I hope you will get 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6. In 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 6. 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, 6. So this is A. What about B? Odd number on the first die. So odd number on the first die means you'll get 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. Again 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. Okay, like that you complete this one. Okay, make it ready. Okay, what about the events in A, B and C? Okay, write the events in A, B and C. Okay, in the next period we can continue with this, but before that you keep it ready, all these events. Okay, okay children, end the session now. Thank you.